Hello, night traveler. This is Lunas, your dream teller for magical nights. Snuggle under your blanket and let your imagination run wild as we embark on enchanting and fantastic tales. Tonight, we'll venture into the heart of mystical Ireland, where Aidan and Bridget are called by the spirit of the sacred oak for a vital mission. Ready to dream? In the enchanted land of ancient Ireland, where the rolling green hills meet endless skies, there was a grove revered by its inhabitants. This was the Balaf Grove, where the mystical sacred oak of Tara stood majestic and imposing. It was said that its roots reached the heart of the earth, and its branches touched the sky. This oak was not just a tree, but a portal between the mortal world and the spiritual world, guarding ancient secrets and powers that few dared to uncover. The Celts, the people who inhabited these lands, had a deep connection with nature. They believed that every tree, river, and stone had its own spirit. But among all the beings of nature, the sacred oak was the most respected and feared. It was believed that the spirit of the oak, known as Tyrannis, was a guardian of ancient secrets and a holder of great wisdom. He was consulted by the Druids in times of need and revered in solemn ceremonies. The Balaf Grove was a place of stunning beauty and mystery. The tall trees formed a green canopy, filtering the sunlight and creating a play of dancing shadows on the moss-covered ground. Vibrant wildflowers dotted the landscape, exuding sweet and gentle fragrances. Crystal-clear streams meandered through the grove, their constant murmur a song of tranquility and peace. This idyllic setting had an ancient power and magic that permeated every leaf and stone. Celtic culture was rich in traditions and myths. Stories passed down from generation to generation told of heroic deeds, encounters with magical beings, and deep spiritual journeys. Festivities were marked by complex rituals and celebrations that honored the gods and the spirits of nature. The Druids, guardians of knowledge and wisdom, played a crucial role in Celtic society. They were the intermediaries between mortals and the divine, possessing healing abilities, foresight, and a deep understanding of the mysteries of life and death. In the village near Balaf Grove, the inhabitants lived in harmony with nature, following the cycles of the seasons and respecting ancient traditions. The houses were simple, built with wood and thatch, and the surrounding fields provided sustenance through farming and animal husbandry. The community was united, with each member playing a vital role in maintaining collective well-being. Nights were illuminated by bonfires, around which stories were told, songs were sung, and bonds were strengthened. The spirit of the sacred oak, Tyrannis, was a constant presence in the lives of the Celts. Though invisible to most, his influence was felt in all aspects of daily life. It was said that he could grant wisdom and guidance to those who sought him with a pure heart. Many believed that inspiring dreams and visions were gifts from Tyrannis, revealing hidden truths and paths to follow. The connection between the mortal world and the spiritual was an intrinsic part of Celtic existence. Rituals performed in Balaf Grove were moments of deep communion with the divine, where Druids invoked the presence of Tyrannis and sought his guidance. The oak, with its imposing majesty, was the center of these rituals, its ancient trunk witnessing generations of devotion and reverence. And so, in the heart of ancient Ireland, Balaf Grove remained a sanctuary of mystery and magic, where the spirit of the sacred oak guarded ancient secrets and immense powers. The Celts, with their rich tapestry of myths and traditions, continued to live in harmony with nature, guided by the ancestral wisdom of Tyrannis, the guardian of the sacred and the eternal. In the small village of Drummore, situated on the edge of Balaf Grove, lived a young man named Aidan. The son of farmers, Aidan always felt a deep connection with nature and an insatiable curiosity for the mysteries of the spiritual world. Since childhood, he listened with fascination to the stories told by the elders about the sacred oak and the spirit that dwelled within it. Aidan was a young man of restless spirit and generous heart. With his bright green eyes and wavy brown hair, he was known for his determination and courage. Although his life was simple, working in the fields alongside his parents, he harbored dreams of uncovering the secrets of Balaf Grove and understanding the messages of the oak's spirit. Many nights, after a hard day's work, he sat by the stream and gazed at the stars, wondering what the future held for him. His family consisted of his mother, Aidan, a woman of skilled hands and gentle heart, and his father, Fergus, a man of few words but with a quiet strength and wisdom. Together, they formed a united and loving family where the values of respect for nature and traditions were passed down from generation to generation. Aidan, in particular, was known for her skills in medicinal herbs, wisdom she had inherited from her own mother. Fergus, on the other hand, was a talented storyteller, captivating the community with his tales of ancient heroes and magical beings. In the village, there also lived a young woman named Bridget, Aidan's childhood friend. Bridget was a free spirit, with a contagious smile and a laugh that echoed across the fields. With her red hair and blue eyes, she was a vibrant and lively figure. Bridget shared Aidan's curiosity about the spiritual world, and together they often explored the edges of Balaf Grove, always with a mix of excitement and reverence. Bridget was the daughter of Cian, the village blacksmith, and Mayor, a skilled weaver. Growing up in an environment where creativity and strength were valued, she developed an independent personality and a sharp mind. Her friendship with Aidan was deep, built on years of shared adventures and common dreams. Together, they formed an inseparable duo, each complementing the other's strengths and weaknesses. In daily life, Aidan and Bridget were active participants in the village's festivities and rituals. Seasonal celebrations such as Samhain and Beltane were occasions of great joy and significance. During these events, the community gathered to honor the gods, celebrate the harvest, and strengthen their bonds. The rituals were conducted by the Druids, who invoked the blessings of the spirits and performed ceremonies under the shadow of the sacred oak. And it was during one of these celebrations, at the festival of Imbolc, that Aidan had his first vision. While dancing around the bonfire, he felt a powerful presence and saw a figure enveloped in light. It was Tyrannis, the spirit of the oak, who conveyed an enigmatic message about a journey he must undertake. From that moment, Aidan knew his destiny was linked to the secrets of the sacred oak and that his life would never be the same. With the support of his family and Bridget, Aidan began preparing for the journey ahead. He knew he would face unknown challenges and would need courage and determination to uncover the mysteries Tyrannis had revealed. And so, with a heart full of hope and eyes set on the future, he took the first steps towards the adventure that would change his life forever. The call to adventure came to Aidan unexpectedly and powerfully. The morning after the Imbolc festival, he woke up with the feeling that something grand was about to happen. The rising sun bathed Balaf Grove in golden light, and the bird songs seemed to whisper ancient secrets. Aidan knew it was time to act. As he walked towards the oak, he felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. The imposing trunk of the sacred oak of Terra stood out among the trees, and its presence was almost palpable. Aidan approached with reverence, gently touching the rough bark. He closed his eyes and let himself be enveloped by the energy of the place, feeling a deep connection with the earth and the spirit of the oak. Suddenly, a serene and powerful voice echoed in his mind. It was Tyrannis, the spirit of the oak, speaking to him directly for the first time. Aidan, son of the earth and keeper of ancient secrets, your journey begins now. You must seek the runes of wisdom scattered across this land. They contain the knowledge you need to protect our world and restore the balance between the realms. Aidan opened his eyes, his heart pounding. He knew he could not ignore this call. With renewed determination, he returned to the village to prepare. He shared the message with Bridget, who promptly decided to accompany him on the journey. Together, they began gathering provisions and tools, preparing to face the challenges ahead. Before leaving, Aidan was blessed by the village druids in a special ceremony. They invoked the protection of the gods and granted Aidan an amulet of protection made with leaves from the sacred oak and enchanted stones. With this amulet, he would have the strength and wisdom needed to overcome the obstacles he would encounter. With the backpack ready and the amulet around his neck, Aidan and Bridget left the village at dawn, following the path that would lead them into the unknown. Each step took them further from home, but also closer to the destiny that had been revealed to them. The landscape around them changed gradually, and they encountered new scenes at every turn of the path. The first stop on their journey was the ancient city of Emain Macha, a center of power and knowledge in ancient Ireland. Here, they hoped to find clues about the location of the Runes of Wisdom. Upon arriving in the city, they were welcomed by Cormac, a wise druid and keeper of ancient secrets. Cormac, with his white beard and deep eyes, warmly received them and listened attentively to Aiden's story. "The path you seek is not easy," said Cormac, "but it is essential for the balance of our world. The Runes of Wisdom are hidden in sacred places, protected by challenges and guardians. You will need courage, intelligence, and faith to find them." He handed Aiden an ancient scroll containing a map that indicated the approximate location of the runes. "This map will guide you, but remember that the true path is revealed by the heart and intuition." With gratitude, Aiden and Bridget accepted the scroll and promised to honor the mission entrusted to them. They left Main Matcha with a renewed sense of purpose and headed toward the first location indicated on the map, the Forest of Lugnasad, where the first rune was hidden. The journey was just beginning, and they knew many challenges awaited them. But, with the blessing of the gods and the protection of the sacred oak, they felt ready to face any obstacle that came their way. And so, with the spirit of adventure guiding their steps, Aiden and Bridget advanced, ready to uncover ancient secrets and protect their world with the wisdom of the sacred runes. Crossing the Forest of Lugnasad was an arduous task filled with challenges. At the entrance, Aiden and Bridget were greeted by a dense fog that seemed to emanate from the earth itself, obscuring their vision and making each step an act of faith. The distant songs of birds and the whisper of trees created an atmosphere both enchanting and intimidating. As they advanced, Aiden began to feel a strange presence as if they were being watched. He exchanged a worried look with Bridget, who nodded silently. They continued forward, but with every sense alert. The winding trail led them through narrow paths and natural bridges formed by fallen logs, requiring care and balance. Suddenly, a hooded figure emerged from the fog, blocking their path. It was a forest guardian, a mythical being with eyes glowing like embers and a voice that resonated with the strength of nature. "Who dares to enter the Forest of Lugnasad without permission?" the figure asked, its voice echoing among the trees. Aiden stepped forward, raising the protection amulet. "We are Aiden and Bridget, on a sacred mission to find the Runes of Wisdom. We seek the guidance and protection of the spirit of the sacred Oak of Terra." The guardian observed them for a moment before speaking again. "You will prove your worth through a test. Only those of pure heart and unwavering determination can proceed." With that, he disappeared into the fog, and a path illuminated by a soft light revealed itself ahead. They followed the path, encountering obstacles that tested their courage and intelligence. A deep and turbulent river blocked their advance, but with Bridget's help, they managed to build an improvised bridge with branches and vines. They crossed carefully, knowing a misstep could be disastrous. Further ahead, they were confronted by a series of riddles inscribed on ancient stones. Each riddle required a combination of knowledge and intuition. Aiden and Bridget worked together, discussing and deciphering each one, using both traditional wisdom and their own experiences. With each riddle solved, their confidence grew, but also the awareness that the challenges would only become harder. Finally, they reached a clearing where the first room was hidden. The place was marked by a circle of ancient stones, radiating palpable energy. In the center, on a stone pedestal, rested the Rune of Wisdom. As they approached, Aiden felt a wave of energy course through his body, as if the spirit of the oak was present, observing and guiding their steps. Before they could take the rune, the guardian reappeared. "You have passed the initial test, but the journey is just beginning. Each rune you find will lead you to deeper knowledge and greater challenges. Are you ready to continue?" Aiden and Bridget looked at each other, with renewed determination shining in their eyes. "We are ready," they responded in unison. With the guardian's blessing, they took the rune and felt a wave of wisdom and clarity flood their minds. It was as if a new understanding of the world around them began to form. With the first rune in hand, they left the Forest of Lugnasad, knowing many more challenges awaited them. Each step brought them closer to the truth they sought and the mission entrusted to them. And so, With the strength of friendship and the protection of the oak spirit, they continued their journey, determined to uncover all ancient secrets and restore the balance between the realms. Aiden and Bridget's journey took them to even more mysterious and enchanting territory. Leaving the forest of Lugnasad behind, they headed towards the mountains of Imhane, a place filled with legends about magical creatures and mythical beings. The path was steep and challenging, but the beauty around them made every effort worthwhile. The mountains rose majestically against the sky, their slopes covered in dense forests and crystal-clear streams. As they advanced, they began to notice signs of a mystical presence. Rare flowers bloomed in unlikely places, and wild animals watched them with intelligent and curious eyes. In a hidden clearing, they found a circle of glowing mushrooms, a clear sign they had entered fairy territory. As night fell, they set up camp near a serene lake, its waters reflecting the stars like a mirror. The air was charged with magic, and Aiden felt a presence around them, a subtle and powerful energy. Suddenly, an ethereal figure emerged from the mist over the lake. It was a fairy, her supernatural beauty illuminated by the moonlight. "Welcome, travelers," said the fairy with a voice like a chant. "I am Aisling, guardian of this lake and knower of the secrets of the mountains of Imhane. I know you seek the runes of wisdom, and I can offer help, but first, I must test your intentions." Aiden and Bridget approached with respect, explaining their mission and the importance of the runes for the protection of their world. Aisling observed them closely, her eyes shining with ancient wisdom. "I see that your intentions are pure, but the journey requires more than courage. It requires an open heart and the ability to see beyond what the eyes can perceive." With a graceful gesture, Aisling invoked a vision. The lake's water began to glow, revealing images of the past and future. Aiden saw glimpses of ancient battles, druids performing rituals under the moonlight, and himself facing challenges yet to come. Bridget saw scenes of healing and transformation, of bonds being formed and ancestral power being awakened. "These visions are a reminder that your journey is intertwined with the history and destiny of many," said Aisling. "To move forward, you must promise to honor balance and harmony in everything you do. Remember that true knowledge comes with responsibility." Aiden and Bridget nodded, feeling the weight of Aisling's words. "We promise to honor balance and harmony in our quest," they said in unison. With a smile, Aisling handed them a vial of enchanted water from the lake. "This water has the power to reveal the hidden path to the next room. Use it wisely and continue your journey with courage and an open heart." With the fairy's blessing, Aiden and Bridget moved forward, guided by the starlight and newfound wisdom. As they climbed higher in the mountains, they encountered mythical creatures who helped them in times of need. A white deer guided them along hidden trails, while a raven with black feathers warned them of imminent dangers. Finally, they reached the top of the mountains of Imhane, where a cave hid the next room. Inside, they found ancient inscriptions that told stories of heroes and gods, of battles and sacrifices. In the center of the cave, on a stone altar, rested the second rune of wisdom, radiating a soft and constant light. As they took the rune, Eden felt a wave of energy course through his body, connecting him even more deeply with ancient secrets. He knew they were one step closer to completing their mission, but also that the challenges would become increasingly intense. Leaving the mountains behind, Eden and Bridget descended into the valley, ready to face whatever came next. With the protection of the oak spirit and the help of magical beings, they were determined to restore balance and bring the wisdom of the runes to the world. And so, with each step, they continued their journey, intertwining their lives with the web of destiny and mystery. Descending from the mountains of Imhane, Eden and Bridget were greeted by a vast and mysterious valley known as the Valley of Shadows. This place was famous for being a convergence point between the world of the living and the spirits, where the barriers between the realms were thinner. With every step, they felt the vibrant energy around them, as if the souls of ancestors were watching their journey. As they crossed the valley, a cold wind blew, bringing whispers of times past. In the heart of the valley, they found an ancient stone structure, half covered by vegetation, known as the Temple of Souls. This was a sacred place where the Celts performed rituals to honor the dead and seek counsel from the spirits. Inside the temple, the atmosphere was dense and charged with mystery. Ancient candles illuminated the path, casting dancing shadows on the stone walls. In the center of the main hall was an altar decorated with Celtic symbols and offerings of flowers and herbs. It was here that the next test awaited them. Suddenly, a spectral figure appeared before them. It was an ancient druid, his translucent form emitting a soft glow. "You have come far in your journey," said the spirit, his voice echoing through the temple walls. "But now you must face the hardest test, the test of courage. Only those with a truly brave and pure heart can pass it." Aiden and Bridget exchanged a determined look. They knew this moment was crucial for their mission. "We are ready to face any challenge," said Aiden, firmly holding the protection amulet. The spirit nodded and made a gesture with his hand, revealing a hidden door in the temple wall. "Behind this door, you will find a labyrinth. At its center lies the third rune of wisdom. But beware, for the labyrinth is guarded by a powerful and cunning being. Only those who face their deepest fears and demonstrate true courage can find the way out." With hearts racing, Eden and Bridget entered the labyrinth. The tall and winding walls formed narrow and dark corridors, and the feeling of being watched accompanied them at every step. The air was cold and tense, as if the labyrinth itself was alive. As they advanced, they were confronted by visions of their greatest fears. Aiden saw himself surrounded by shadows whispering doubts and insecurities, trying to weaken his determination. But he closed his eyes and remembered Tyranni's message, focusing on the mission entrusted to him. With a shout of determination, he dispelled the shadows and continued forward. Bridget, in turn, faced a storm of illusions where friends and family seemed to be in danger. Her heart tightened at these visions, but she knew they were merely traps of the labyrinth. With courage and focus, she dispelled the illusions and followed Aiden. Finally, they reached the labyrinth center, where a dragon with silver scales awaited them. Its eyes glowed with ancient intelligence, and its presence emanated overwhelming strength. "Who dares to enter my domain?" roared the dragon, its voice resounding like thunder. Aiden stepped forward, raising the amulet. "We are Aiden and Bridget, seeking the runes of wisdom to protect our world. We have faced our fears and demonstrated our courage. We ask that you allow us to take the rune." The dragon observed them for a long moment before speaking again. "I see the courage in your hearts and the purity of your intentions. You have passed the test." With a majestic gesture, the dragon revealed the third rune of wisdom, shining intensely on the stone pedestal. As they took the rune, Eden and Bridget felt a powerful wave of energy coursing through their bodies, bringing a sense of clarity and renewed strength. The dragon, satisfied with their demonstration of courage, gave them a final instruction. "Remember, true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face and overcome it." With the third rune in hand, Eden and Bridget left the labyrinth, feeling stronger and more determined than ever. They knew the journey was far from over, but with each challenge overcome, they were closer to completing their mission and restoring balance between the realms. With 3 of the runes of wisdom in their possession, Eden and Bridget continued their journey north, where ancient maps indicated the presence of a sacred place known as the Circle of Manannan. This place, consecrated to the god of the sea and storms, was a meeting point between the world of mortals and the gods. As they walked through a desolate plain, they were caught in a sudden storm. Strong winds and torrential rain forced them to seek shelter in a nearby cave. Inside, they found a mysterious man dressed as a traveler and carrying a staff adorned with shells and seaweed. "Welcome, travelers," said the man with a warm smile. "I am Luff, a wandering druid and servant of Manannan. It seems the storm has brought you to me." Aiden and Bridget introduced themselves and told him about their mission and the trials they had faced. Luff listened attentively, his eyes shining with interest. "Your journey is truly remarkable. Manannan has sent me to help those who demonstrate true courage and purity of heart. If you accept my help, I can guide you to the Circle of Manannan and the challenges that await you there." Aiden and Bridget gratefully accepted Luff's offer. Over the following days, the druid shared his knowledge about the ancient gods and the mysteries of the sea. His wisdom and magical abilities proved invaluable as they faced the journey's dangers. Finally, they reached the Circle of Manannan, a set of standing stones on a cliff overlooking the stormy sea. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks and the howling wind created an atmosphere of raw power and primordial energy. In the circle's center, a stone altar held the fourth rune of wisdom, but it was protected by a magical barrier. To obtain this rune, you must prove your loyalty to Manannan and your willingness to sacrifice for the greater good, explained Luff. With the druid's guidance, Eden and Bridget performed an invocation ritual, offering shells and seawater to the god. During the ritual, they felt Manannan's presence manifest, an ancient and immense power surrounding them. Manannan spoke through the wind and waves. You have shown courage and purity in your journey. Now, show me your loyalty and willingness to sacrifice. Aiden and Bridget knew they had to face a new challenge. Suddenly, the sea began to rise, threatening to engulf the circle. Without hesitation, Eden stepped towards the cliff's edge, ready to face the sea. I am willing to sacrifice my life for the greater good and the protection of our world, he declared firmly. Manannan, satisfied with this demonstration of loyalty, calmed the waters. Your willingness to sacrifice proves your true loyalty. The fourth rune is yours. With a gesture, the magical barrier disappeared, allowing Aiden to take the rune. With the fourth rune in hand, Aiden and Bridget felt an even deeper connection with the gods and their mission. Luff, seeing they had passed the test, decided to accompany the young ones on their journey. You have shown great courage and loyalty. Let me be your ally in this quest, for there are many challenges ahead. With the unexpected alliance of Luff, Aiden and Bridget felt strengthened and ready to continue. They left the Circle of Manannan with the blessing of the sea god, determined to find the remaining runes and restore balance between the realms. They knew the journey would be long and full of obstacles, but with the help of their new allies, nothing seemed impossible. Aiden, Bridget, and Luff's journey took them to the heart of ancient Ireland, where it was said the last rune was hidden in a place of great power and danger. This place, known as Morrigan's Fortress, was a stronghold of the goddess of war and death. Morrigan, with her immense power and unpredictable nature, was both a protector and a destroyer. Crossing swamps and dense forests, they finally spotted the fortress, an imposing black stone structure rising against the cloudy sky. Morrigan's presence was palpable, and Aiden felt a chill run down his spine. They knew the final confrontation awaited them there. Before entering, Luff blessed them with enchantments of protection and courage. Remember, Morrigan's strength is great, but the unity of your hearts and the purity of your intentions are your greatest weapons, said the druid. Inside the fortress, the darkness was dense and oppressive. They walked through shadowy corridors, their shadows dancing on the walls. Suddenly, a sinister laugh echoed through the main hall, and Morrigan appeared before them. Her figure was imposing, with red glowing eyes and wings black as night. So, you have finally arrived, said Morrigan, her voice reverberating through the hall. You have come to seek the last rune, but to obtain it, you must face my final test. Only those who accept the darkness within themselves and transform it into strength can pass. Aiden stepped forward, holding the protection amulet. We are ready to face your test, Morrigan. Our mission is to restore balance between the realms and protect our world. Morrigan smiled, a cold and enigmatic smile. Very well, then prove your worth. With a gesture, she summoned a series of spectral warriors, each more formidable than the last. The battle that followed was intense and brutal. Aiden and Bridget fought side by side, their skills and courage tested to the limit. Luff, with his magical staff, conjured spells of protection and attack, helping them repel the spectral warriors. At the height of the battle, Morrigan cast a powerful spell, plunging Aiden into a dark illusion. He found himself alone, facing his deepest fears and insecurities. But, remembering Luff's words and the mission entrusted to him, he found strength within himself. With a shout of determination, he dispelled the illusion and returned to the battle. Finally, after an exhausting fight, they defeated the spectral warriors. Morrigan, impressed with their courage and determination, revealed the last rune of wisdom. You have proven your worth. The last rune is yours, but remember, true power comes from accepting and transforming the darkness within. With the last rune in hand, Eden, Bridget, and Love felt a wave of energy and clarity. They knew they had completed their mission, but also that the responsibility of using this knowledge wisely was just beginning. Leading Morrigan's fortress, they returned to Bolaf Grove, where Tyrannis, the spirit of the oak, awaited them. Presenting the runes, they felt a deep connection with the earth and the oak spirit. Tyrannis, satisfied with their success, blessed them with the wisdom and power of the runes. With the mission accomplished, Eden and Bridget returned to the village of Drunmore, where they were greeted with joy and reverence. The community, which had followed their journey with hope and prayers, celebrated their return and the restoration of balance between the realms. In the following days, Eden and Bridget shared the stories of their journey, passing on the wisdom of the runes to the village's druids and elders. The runes of wisdom, now united, provided deep knowledge and a renewed understanding of the forces of nature and the spiritual world. Eden, with his new understanding and experience, took on a leadership role in the village, guiding his people with wisdom and compassion. Bridget, in turn, became a renowned healer, using the knowledge gained to help those around her. Luff, true to his commitment, remained by their side, offering his guidance and protection. In Bolaf Grove, the sacred oak flourished with renewed vitality, its spirit at peace. Tyrannis, the guardian of ancient secrets, continued to guide and protect the community, satisfied with the outcome of Eden and Bridget's journey. Life in the village went on, but now with a new understanding and respect for the invisible forces that shaped their world. The festivities and rituals took on an even deeper meaning, and the connection between mortals and the spiritual was strengthened. Eden and Bridget, together, reflected on the journey they had undertaken. They remembered the challenges faced, the magical beings they met, and the lessons learned. Every obstacle overcome and every test passed had transformed them, not only as individuals but as part of a larger tapestry of life and mystery. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and hope, Eden and Bridget continued to live in harmony with nature and the spirits, guided by the wisdom of the runes and the protection of the sacred oak. Their lives were a testament to courage, loyalty, and the power of friendship and love. And as the stars shone in the night sky, they knew their legacy would live on through the generations, inspiring others to seek wisdom and protect the sacred balance of their world. With this story, fall asleep in peace, knowing that even in the deepest darkness, there is light and wisdom to be found. Good night and enchanted dreams.